Hello, beautiful. How are you? And how are you taking care of yourself today? This is Heidi Yester, a joyologist, and your emotional intelligence consultant here to help you uplevel your confidence and your resilience and your communication at home and work. I had the privilege of connecting with a fabulous group of hardworking individuals the last 2 days through the Essential Workplace Skills workshops. And I was a facilitator for understanding customer service and communicating effectively, right? So there's a mid-sized company, and they are you know, at this point where they're trying to figure out, all right, what do we got to do to make it to that next level? And so they brought me in to talk about how do we communicate more effectively, and what does customer service, what can we really do to uplevel customer service? And the beautiful thing with working with different teams and leaders in all sorts of organizations is you really get to see the brilliance and the hard work and the dedication that are underneath it. And as an emotional intelligence professional, I get to see a little more under the hood. So one of the beautiful uh, gifts that we received from this program was to really understand what our different communication styles are. Now you might say like, "Oh, like we don't have different communication styles, and we just right, we have different personalities." So we went through a quiz, and I'll put a link to a similar one through this program. And some people, there was like a majority of people as one kind of communication style, and then there were some other people kind of intermingled in the other ones. And so, really, by knowing your communication style, you start to understand that, oh, not everyone has my same communication style. And why you might think that communication styles, right, are all like, oh, maybe it's just because we're having a bad day. And um, but really, what is underneath your communication style is your values. And so, someone who values above all creating that connection is going to be a little more relaxed, is going to want to see, like, acknowledge you in where you're at in your life. Like, hey, how's it going? How's the fam? What are you up to? Before they go in to, all right, what do we got to do together? And someone who really really values that efficiency is going to say like, all right, let's make a plan, let's do bullet points to save some airspace, and then let's go get her done, and then we can breathe later and like talk over a beverage or whatever, right? So you can have these two individuals who are super hardworking and super committed to an organization and still have that challenge of communicating to one another because there's different values. And so by being able to notice and recognize that other people have values, you can find a meeting ground, a meeting space. And so someone who wants that connection and someone who wants that efficiency, you could say, hey, we're going to spend 1 minute catching up, and then we're going to get to work, right? So that by able to bringing those challenges and those little frustrations that make work like a little bit frustrating, by alleviating those and creating an intentional plan to satisfy both of those values and meet you where you're at, you create this more engaged and more connected workplace. All right, I'm going to put a link to a similar quiz in the below notes, and I would love to hear what kind of communicator you are. And I hope you have a fabulous, connective, engaged rest of your day.